It is now that I introduce you to the concept of Bhakti. Bhakti is a Sanskrit word meaning love, devotion, service. It is a cornerstone of yoga, and it is often described as the sweetest path of yoga. Bhakti is, I would say, most associated with the heart center, although it's your whole being. And bhakti just means to give of yourself and to offer love and to be a space of love for all, to not discriminate in your hearts, to not create walls, and to be a friend to all. So being a friend to all is actually sometimes harder than we may give credit, and even just being a friend to ourselves sometimes can be hard. So allowing yourself to find love and the space to love always, it's very central to this philosophy, if you're going to call it that. It's a way of existing as being centered in the heart, feeling love in the heart, always growing that space, knowing that space, being present to the awareness that in the center of the heart is the center of the universe, that we are certainly these beings that we focus all of our energy on our heads, and we love doing that. And at the same time, this right here, this is what the Buddhist monks say. When the neuroscientists go to the Himalayas and they want to study the monks and put all the neuro electrotransmitter machines on the heads, the monks laugh and then they say, point to the heart. They point to the heart because the heart is the space. The heart is where the magnetism is. This is the power center. The heart has an electromagnetic field that's much stronger than the brain. And as we are aware of this, we have our connection between our head and our heart, right? And what's between our head and our heart? It's our neck, right? Our neck is our voice, it's our throat, it's our ability to communicate and look direction where we're going, right? So if you are having trouble connecting head and heart, relax your neck, relax your shoulders. This will help. Yes. No. Just remember that. Remember to practice your yeses and your nos. It will help you make decisions, and it will actually help you relax your neck and your shoulders and connect your head to your heart. So we're living in a world that is so very strongly rooted in the head, and at least in the Western culture. And there's nothing inherently wrong with that. It's just a matter of there has to be an equal development of the heart. And when we are in this space of what does it mean to develop the heart, it's recognizing perhaps that the focus of any given endeavor in life is to grow this feeling of positivity and to be of service to others and to bring our gifts or our talents or our service, whatever it is, to the task at hand. And the story of the construction worker, or the three construction workers. One, were all building a cathedral out of stone, and the first one, the guy who walked up asks, what are you doing? And he says, well, I've just been working at this, and I'm just hacking away at some rocks, and I'm making money. And then he goes, okay. Then he goes to the next guy, and he says, oh, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm just working on this place that's going to be a wonderful building, and I get to go home and feed my family, and yeah, it's all good. And then he's like, okay. And then he asks the third guy, he's like, what are you doing? And third guy goes, I'm building a house for God, and is just like, that's all that I'm doing. And so in terms of like levels of consciousness or states of being, and recognizing perhaps what states of being are we coming from in our daily life, and how can we come more just from a space of gratitude more than anything else, perhaps just being aware of the life that we have and the time that we have and the friends or the things that we love about life, and feeling just this deep ultimate sense of satisfaction for the life that we've been given in the here and now. And that feeling, that sense of gratitude just takes practice, and it brings so much positive emotion and energy to life that this feeling of overflowingness, like this is what you want from bhakti, this is what the bhakti really starts to feel like, is this energy that's outpouring from you, as if there's the, like, why would it not do that? And of course, like, I can be of service, and of course I still am aware of how I'm being of service, so that I can actually manage my energy as I'm giving it, so that I know where I can be better of service, and I know how I can offer my gifts with more reciprocity and more abundance and generosity, and also effectiveness, and knowing when the right time to share is. All of this sort of basic human interaction type stuff is where bhakti comes in handy. And maybe a simple way of thinking of it is, this isn't entirely comprehensive, but that bhakti is sort of a relational kind of experience. It's the community. It's the concept of, especially in relation to yoga, because yoga is such a, in some ways, although it is about releasing from your ego and that sort of thing, it's a very individualistic kind of practice. We practice our yoga practice, we practice meditation, and it's beautiful because when it's a shared practice, it grows the energy exponentially, and that when the practice is there for everyone to be a part of, it feels a lot better. And at the same time, there's sort of this off the mat kind of thing that happens when it just makes sense to be around the people that have the same practice as you. Let's say if you're in this experience of being a part of something like a yoga community, or even if it's just your local gym, I feel like you still have the same, or you can have the same sort of experience at the gym. Anyways, there's just the concept of belonging to something and being a part of something, sharing an activity, and then kind of having the campfire experience, or the different modes of connection. And all of that, you can say, is bhakti. You can just give yourself to love wholeheartedly, and that is the experience. And then whatever it is that you happen to be doing in life, then it will be bhakti. So that's all. Thank you for watching. Namaste.